I mean, nobody but nobody undersells the world's largest country Ford dealer, Bob Auto Ford Motor Company, and Rumore's Record Review for the next solid hour. The top 6 songs in Birmingham, according to our Record Review survey. The calls to the record shops, that's what does it. Accurate information, that's what we like to pass along to you. And about the world's largest country Ford dealer, too. Hey, now, we want to start off kind of real cool this afternoon with a song maybe that's about number 4 on today's Record Review. Are you set with maybe The Poor People of Paris? Well, of course, you know that's not all now, so don't you leave. "27 minutes until 5 o'clock on this Friday afternoon. There you have it, the number 5 song on this afternoon's Record Review. I want to remind you before we go much further now that Wally Horton and all of his country cousins will be over at the VFW Club in Ensley tomorrow night now for that big round and square dance and the show and all. You join Wally and have a lot of good fun as you can every Saturday night at the VFW Club in Ensley. A song for Larry Bodie. Just any good song? No, Band of Gold. This comes in from Peggy. Also a request, too, for the gang at, is it Lee's Drive-In? Yeah, Diddley Wah Diddy for Ruby Colvin and for Kenny. Also for Edna and for Diddley Wah Baker, for Carol Holly, for Minner Colvin and all the gang. Hey, you remember, well, maybe how you felt back in 1951 when President Truman dismissed General MacArthur from the command of our forces in the Far East? You were probably mighty interested and mighty eager to know the real facts at that time. The details of what really went on behind the headlines and press releases, we mean. Well, now, at last, the polite 5-year silence is over, and all the facts are right there in this week's Life magazine, so you can study them, make up your own mind about the case. Harry Truman explains his side in his own words as he says, and we quote, "MacArthur left me no choice," unquote. And Douglas MacArthur writes his version. He says, and we quote again, "It was a vengeful reprisal," unquote. You'll even get some facts here that the Congressional Investigating Committee missed. It's pretty explosive reading, and it sheds a lot of light on a subject we're all curious about. So you be sure to get this week's Life magazine now. The issue with Truman and MacArthur, right there on the cover. Okay, now here is the letter that, we meant to get to yesterday from the Gooney So complimentary. These kind we appreciate. We don't have a chance to read them all, but we want to read part of this one. When I get home from school, I get my homework and I listen every evening. We hear Thinking of You at one of the intermissions and think it's just dreamy. Could you possibly sing it all the way through just once? Do you have a recording of it? If so, where can I get it? I think it's just okay. Well, gee, thank you very much, Goonie Bird. And for Section 10 at Lee, Smokey Joe's Cafe, we'll try to get to, let me see, for Robbie and for Gerald, for, I think it's for Bobby and Buddy, also for Grace, Betty, Margaret, for Joanne, for Bobby, and for David. That's signed the Goonie Bird. Nobody, but nobody undersells Bob Arnold Ford, the world's largest country Ford dealer. That means a whole lot, friends and neighbors. And Brother Joe and myself have been having a lot of fun talking about the world's largest country Ford dealer for a long, long time. I don't know how he's going to make it, but he's going to try his best to be on the Bob Arnold Ford portion of our program. He just got off of his show, and he's going to rush right on over here, and he's going to want to be with us now. And in the meanwhile, we want to tell you all about how low overhead and big volume business can pay you in big money saved. How we can prove to you that nobody, but nobody undersells Bob Arnold Ford. That world's largest country Ford dealer presenting music by a little girl called, I believe her name is Julie London, huh? She's got Cry Me a River, and it's wonderful.
It's wonderful. It's marvelous. You should care for me. Awfully nice. It's paradise. It's what I long to see. You made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. It's wonderful, marvelous, that you should care for me. It's wonderful, marvelous, you should care for me. Awfully nice, it's paradise, it's what I long to see. You made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling so amorous. It's wonderful, marvelous, that you should care for. That you should care for me.
Short and sweet. That sweet little Julie London, Mr. Friday. Jack Webb's the former wife, you know. Recording on the Liberty label record, the big hit song Cry Me a River's on the other side. Bob Arnold Ford Motor Company presenting this portion of Rumore's record review. And you know how we come about these top 6 songs every afternoon. We call the leading record shops, and Bob Arnold Ford always presents the first portion here. Now, we're not fooling nobody at all. I mean, nobody, but nobody. When we say that Bob Arnold Ford Motor Company out in Inslee has low overhead and big volume business, we're saying things that you can see for yourself when you go out there. Not a fancy building. Our lot outside has tar paper to keep your feet dry when it rains and to keep the dust down. I mean, we're trying to save money at every turn so that we can pass savings along to you. Not just talk, but facts. Now, as you know, the Ford V8 is the most popular V8 in the whole world, and you can get it at Bob Arnold Ford Motor Company for as little as $1,360. The two-door, six-cylinder main lines, Bob Arnold priced $1,495. How can we sell these cars for so little money? So low, we mean, because the fact that we're not spending a lot of money to stay in business. That's what low overhead means. Big volume means that we're selling a lot of cars because we're saving a lot of folks a lot of money. Now, if you want a custom line with the best heater, safety A's, oil filter, oil bath, air cleaner, positive action wipers, freight and excise tax, as little as $1,769. 250 cars in stock at the world's largest country Ford dealer. Nobody, but nobody undersells Bob Arnold Ford. Friends and neighbors, this weekend is the weekend when you can find out whether it's tonight or tomorrow night. Let Bob Arnold Ford salesman show you exactly how. Like we said a while ago, I don't know, I think we heard it. Hey, Joe! Joe, come on.
Cracky boy, I'm telling you, I got over here in my Bob Arnold Ford, Duke. I made it 20 minutes before 5. I just hope them boys on 3rd Avenue there just weren't clocking, Duke. How you feeling this afternoon?
Joe, I'm feeling real wonderful.
Oh,
and I just didn't expect you so soon.
Well, I tell you, I had wings on it, Duke.
I believe you did.
Duke, I'd like to hear you talk about the world's largest country Ford dealer, Bob Arnold Ford, because we know that every time we make a customer at Bob Arnold Ford, we make a friend.
Right-o. Right only for ourselves, but for Bob Arnold Ford,
you betcha, too. And the folks save themselves $500 or $600 more at Bob Arnold Ford than they can save anywhere else, too.
Because we got low overhead and big volume business. Yes,
right. And Duke, let's say it together, good and loud now. Nobody but nobody.
Okay, let's go.
Nobody but nobody undersells Bob Arnold Ford. We like to talk about it.
Right.
Good to be with you again this afternoon, Duke.
Joe, stand by. I want to let you talk a whole lot next after we play the number 2 song on today's record review. It's the Platters and The Great Pretender. There you have the number 2 song on today's record review, Bob Arnold Ford Motor Company, presenting the fine music. Did you notice anything a little bit different about that?
Kind of put him down in a cave a little
Joe,
bit that time, Duke.
I don't know whether it's you walking in the studio that did it, but that record sounded better than it ever has sounded to me.
I noticed Horace Pumphrey in the other studio. He kind of looking around, wanting to know where all that was coming from. Good afternoon, Horace.
That boy, he's working a little overtime today, but he's a mess, I'll tell you. That Horace Pumphrey, he's got one of them low, booming network sounding voices around there. They'll do one thing. Joe, come on around here behind me, and let's, of course, you have a lot more experience, not only on the radio, but about Bob Arnold Ford than we do. But the fact that we've kind of been trained like those salesmen have been trained.
You bet you do.
We know how the low overhead and the big volume works, and we know how that we can make big friends right here on the radio by recommending people to drop out to Bob Arnold Ford whenever they're ready to buy a car.
Well, Duke, it just makes good sense when you're 4 miles out of downtown Birmingham, out of the high-rent area in Ensley. And when you're selling more new Fords than any other single dealer, you got big volume plus low overhead. You can just naturally save folks more money. There's no question about it.
And, of course, folks, you know that we have a service department, a paint and body shop, and a parts department that actually is so efficiently operated that our overhead is paid for before we ever get around to the used car and the new car department.
Right,
That's the way it
Duke.
works.
And, Duke, we've got low prices. For instance, only $13.60 buys a brand-new 56 Bob Arnold Ford truck, and only $14.95 buys a brand-new 56 Bob Arnold Ford automobile. You just can't beat a price like that, Duke.
And, folks, right now we have exactly, or maybe a few less, I'd say 247 cars in stock for you to choose from.
And they got to go, Duke. They
Right
got to go.
They go. We say it all the time, but, you know, when you're in the food business, say, if you don't sell what you're trying to sell, you can eat it. But cars, can't eat them. They got to go.
No, they got to go.
And, friends and neighbors, whether we make a cent profit or not, they're going to go, even if we have to lose money. Because, like we say, if we, with low overhead and big volume business, lose, say $100, it doesn't seem like, the money that a person that's spending a lot of money just to stay in business would be losing. In other words, we have our overhead set, and $100 we lose, if we lose that much, is actually $100 lost.
That's right. And, Duke, we've only got one location, too. We don't have to pay a lot of rent on the 4 or 5 locations scattered out all over town, either.
Nobody. Right, Duke? Right, Ocho. That man can go. How about Frank Sinatra and a song now? Let's see, should we get to a request? I believe so. Charlene and Jeanette want to hear a song for Charlene and David, Julia and Ross, for Kay and Sammy, for Minette and for Mike, for Pat and Roy, for Jeanette and for Buddy. And we want to play a number for all of the Bob Arnold Ford salesmen, for Al and Emil. I reckon they're about on their way home.
And, Duke, let's dedicate this to Mimi and Angie. I bet they're home right now frying the fish for supper tonight. I bet they are.
Frank Sinatra and a brand new Capitol record. You'll get yours at Bob Arnold Ford in Ensley, of course. Anytime you say.
Like a fish gets caught on a hook, you'll go for a line, get hit with a book. Like a cop puts cuffs on a crook, baby, you get yours. Like a clown falls down from a slap, you'll fall for sweet talk and know you're a sap. Like a bear walks right in a trap, baby, you get yours. Like Eve, who tricked old Adam, had to pay the cost. A great voice boomed and said, "Madam, get lost." Like a spider spins a web and waits for a fly, you'll fall for a gem, some hard-hearted guy. When he walks out whistling goodbye, watch those swinging doors, 'cause you get yours. Tricked old Adam, she had to pay the cost. A great voice boomed and said, "Madam, get lost." Like a spider spins a web and waits for a fly, you'll fall for a gent, some hard-hearted guy. When he walks out whistling goodbye, watch those swinging doors, 'cause you get yours.
Cher's Department Store, right in the heart of Homewood since 1922, presents a brand new bunch of fine Easter styles. We're featuring bonnets and purses to match, for instance, and all the brand new Easter styles. All winter merchandise over at Cher's Department Store is on special sale right now. We should drop over maybe this afternoon. I'll make it tomorrow afternoon. Start doing your Easter shopping right now. For that Valentine's jewelry, you'll find some real fine, beautiful things over at Cher's Department Store Homewood's oldest business establishment. Established in 1922. Requests, they pile up. We never catch up, but we'll try our best to.
You have that,
right
same trouble, don't you?
Oh, we both have that trouble, Joe. Barbara, Joe Biggs, a song for Pat Biggs and for Ray Jones. Also for Joy Coley, for Ann Bordette and for Dennis, for Linda O'Rear and Roland, for Barbara Ryder, and for Clarence Burdette. Let's don't forget the McAdory Gang. They want a song for the Cool Cats. That's Sue Davis and the Secret Lover, for Alice Faye Aldred and for Philip. Also for Sarah and for Clayton, for Ann and Russell, Pat and for Gerald. Let's don't forget Faye and Jack and Benny Faye Brown, the McAdory Gang. Pat Pence wants a song for Wayne. Is it Wayne Locke? For the Steadies, all of the friends in Dolomite, and for myself. You folks will remember now that tomorrow afternoon we will not have our 7-Up Duke and Dixieland program from the Pickwick Club. As you know, we made 2 hour-long broadcasts yesterday. You will hear the broadcast, the one that we made yesterday, of course, and rather the one that we made last week you will hear tomorrow on 7-Up's Duke and Dixieland right after the Metropolitan Opera, so don't forget and you be along with us, okay?
Arthritis sufferers, here's important news. A remarkable new home treatment for the relief of arthritic pain called the Omega Method recently has been tested at 2 leading arthritis clinics and proved effective in 93% of the cases. That's actually in more than 9 cases out of 10. Men and women who had suffered for years reported pain in joints and muscles was relieved in as little as 10 minutes, relief which lasted as long as 8 hours. Thanks to new improved Omega oil, stiffness was reduced. Ability to get around freely was increased. Nights of sounder sleep became a blessed reality, and all without pills, drugs, or costly treatments. So why put up with even one more day of cruel, tormenting pain, even if other treatments have failed? Give Omega Oil a chance to prove that it can help you, too. Relief costs so little. And remember, Omega Oil guarantees results or your money back. Ask for OMEGA, new improved Omega Oil today.
How about that Omega Oil, Joe?
Sounds pretty good, dude.
Few things
We're going to have to get us some of that. I can see that right now.
Few things they're saying I don't understand.
No, I don't either. 8 minutes before 5.
It sure is, Joe, and we got to rush, Joe. Judy, is it Judy? No, excuse me, Jack. Jack Murdoch, a lovesick, is it lovesick? Yes, homesick, a homesick war eagle. Writes in for I'll Be Home, for Dottie, and for Jack. I think you have a great program. Wish I could pick it up down here a little more often, but we're kind of busy. Jack Murdoch, well, boy, we're glad we're coming in when you aren't busy anyway. The Jordan Blue Devils write for Blue Suede Shoes, and it's next for H.W. and Glenda, for Herbert and for Sue, for J.C. and Darlene, Jordan Blue Devils. And how about the number 6 song on today's record review, featuring a guy by the name of Carl Perkins in a song called Blue Suede Shoes. Let's go, boy.
Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue.
That's a killer.
You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place, and do anything that you want to do. But honey, lay off of my shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Oh, let's go, cat.
Oh, go, man. How about it, Joe? How about it, boy?
My car, don't
Burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from my old fruit jar. Do anything that you want to do, but honey, lay off of them shoes and don't you
Leave them W.L. Douglas alone.
You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Right. Money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. But it's blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, yeah, blue suede shoes.
we got to play that for old Bill Bailey, that nobody but nobody boy out there.
You know, like nobody step on his blue suede shoes, dude.
And I don't blame him, Joe.
Make today your big red letter day, your L&M red letter day. Superior taste and filter, it's the miracle tip. Make today your big red letter day. Change to L&M today.
L&M. So good to your taste.
So quick on the draw.
Get L&M today.
Smokers, this is it. The new and better way to smoke. L&M. So good to your taste, so quick on the draw. You enjoy full, rich taste, full, rich flavor from L&M. Yes, the flavor comes clean through L&M's exclusive Miracle Tip. Pure white inside, pure white outside. For cleaner, better smoking. L&M. So good to your taste, so quick on the draw. The new and better way to smoke.
Make today your big red letter day. Get L&M today.
Say, hey, now, that's a real good idea. You get that L&M today. Superior taste, superior quality. So downright good. Here's beautiful music by pretty Peggy Lee, Mr. Wonderful.
Why this feeling? Why this glow? Why the thrill when you say hello? It's a strange and tender magic you do, Mr. Wonderful. That's you. Why this trembling when you speak? Why this joy when you touch my cheek? I must tell you what my heart knows is true, Mr. Wonderful. That's you. And why this longing to know your charms, to spend forever here in your arms. Oh, there's much more I could say, but the words keep slipping away, and I'm left with only one point of view, Mr. Wonderful. That's you. One more thing, then I'm through, Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Wonderful.
Just downright beautiful, pretty Peggy Lee. Hey, I'll tell you now, if you'll stay right where you are, we'll be back in just 1 minute with more records here on Rumore's Record Review on WSGN, first on your Birmingham radio dial, with studios in the Southern Life and Health Insurance Agency building. And hey, when we do come back, we got news about the Stag Shop, hey now. Just like we said now, we got a lot more good music. And news about the Stag Shop at 5 Points West Shopping Center. Yes, Hey, you know, we were talking a while ago about those blue suede shoes and about the W.S. Douglas brand and all. Well, real soon we'll have those out at the Stag Shop at 5 Points West Shopping Center. Like we've been saying, good clothes for men and men only at this exclusive, fine, beautiful store. The styles, they come right out of the Esquire, right into the Stag Shop. Ike Buacker, owner and operator. Mrs. James Earl Jackson, manager of the Stag Shop. We got a song featuring the orchestra of Nelson Riddle. Today it happens to be number 4 on our record review survey, as it has been now for, I'd say anywhere from, 2 to 3 weeks anyway. Here it is, Nelson Riddle with Lisbon Antigua. Yeah, boy, Lisbon Antigua, number 4 on this afternoon's record review. Hope you're driving kind of careful like. We take this time just every single afternoon to talk about the Stag Shop, the Western Section's only exclusive men's store located right there at the new edition of 5 Points West Shopping Center. And as you know, in the afternoon, every afternoon at 3:15 and in the morning at 7:30, we talk about everybody out at 5 Points West Shopping Center. Now, this Stag Shop, not a real big, massive place, but just big enough to feature the specialty clothes for men only. I mean, a fine variety. Naturally, when a person or a business specializes in one thing, they can do a better job in that one thing. Now, real soon, as a matter of fact, within the next week or so, we'll be telling you about our full line of W.L. Douglas men's shoes. Now, the Stag Shop has only been open less than 3 months, and already they've had to enlarge twice the size to make room for our shoe department, and new merchandise is coming in every single day. Ike Buacker, owner, operator, the Buacker brothers, and Mrs. James Earl Jackson, manager of the Stag Shop, welcome you in to look over the nationally known brands of things, to browse around, make yourself feel at home, and just come on in and look. You're not obligated at all. These are fine, friendly people that are glad to see you. Glad for you to use a free layaway plan, to enjoy free alterations on things that you buy, free delivery at the only exclusive men's store in the whole western section of Birmingham. That's the Stag Shop at 5 Points West Shopping Center. If you don't have My Dream, My Love, play Witchcraft. We played Witchcraft earlier for the Dixie Darlings of Childersburg, for Mary, Myra, also for Martha, Mildred, Glenda, and for Sarah. Speedoo was for C.M., John, and Eddie, and we played that also, too. Rachel Kendricks wanted Bo Weevil. We had that with that boy, Fats Domino, earlier for the Crazy Cats of Chitlin Switch. You hear that, Joe? Chitlin Switch.
That's near Bug Tussle.
I believe it is. For Kate Grissom, for Bernice Halsey, for Ann Crisson, for Rachel Kendricks, for Pat Bailey, and for Frances Jen. Rachel Kendricks, you hear us referring to Joe. That's Brother Joe, in case you weren't with us a while ago, taking a busman's holiday. Can you?
Right over your shoulder, dude. Right over your shoulder.
Can you imagine a radio man that's been on the air since 9 o'clock this morning coming to another radio station when he gets off?
Oh, Duke, it's fun. It's fun. And then we'll have to head down to Salvador's and eat in about a half hour.
That's a good deal. That's brotherly love for you now. Our Love Affair, we played a while ago with Tommy Charles for Sammy Curl, Johnny Rape, also for Chester Weaver, and for Sammy Johnson. That's from Wilsonville, Alabama. Let's get to more music. Here's a little 6-year-old youngster by the name of Barry Gordon that sings a real crazy song. Listen to it.
Rock, 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 Mother Goose. Rock, 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 Mother Goose. Rock, rock, one more time. Rock me another Mother Goose rhyme.
Come on, Barry, for Philip and for Frankie and Donna and Paul and Sarah Marie.
There ran a little lamb, a little lamb, a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, Mary went, Mary went. Everywhere that Mary went, the lamb hollered, go, go, go! Bouncy Bridget, falling down, falling down, falling down. Bouncy Bridget, falling down, my fair lady. Bouncy Bridget, breaking up, breaking up, breaking up. Bouncy Bridget, breaking up, 'cause all the cats are jumping on one wooden bridge. Rock, 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 Mother Goose. Rock, 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 Mother Goose. Rock, rock, one more time. Rock me another Mother Goose rhyme. Hickory-dickory-dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, shout he hurrah. Hickory-dickory-dock, hickory-dickory-dock. Another mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck two, but he knew what to do. He should see him rock around the clock. Rock, rock, rock around Mother Goose. Rock, rock, rock around Mother Goose. Rock, rock, one more time. Rock me another Mother Goose rhyme. Rock, rock, rock around Mother Goose. Rock, rock, rock around Mother Goose. Rock, rock, one more time. Bim-bam-bim-bam-bim-bo, yeah!
I can hear a little Philip, Duke. Yeah.
Boy, that's just the cutest thing, Joe. You've seen him on television, of course. haven't
Oh,
you?
yeah, with old Perry Coleman.
Yeah, with them hands up there like he's a boxer singing that song. Barry Gordon, 6-year-old youngster on MGM and Rock Around Mother Goose. A song for a daily listener for Toby and Benjamin, and for Arnold. Speedo was for them, and that blue suede shoe song that we played a while ago. And these shoes, blue suede and other kinds, solid leather, brown, tan, take your choice. All the latest new styles are right on display. Well, Duke, don't jump to conclusions now. They're really not on display this afternoon, but they will be within the next week, a week and a half, or 2 weeks at our exclusive men's shoe department at the Stag Shop at 5 Points West Shopping Center. What do you think of that name, huh, men? Stag Shop? That lets you know that all we have are clothes and accessories for men. Things like Hickok belts and Ronson and Zippo lighters, wallets, cufflinks, and belt buckles by Hickok, Jamar and Solomon and nationally known Hagar trousers. Alterations are free. Prices from $6.95 to $15.95. Jockey and Arrow underwear, a full line of winter things on complete clearance, 15 to 25% off right now at the Stag Shop. Berkeley sports coats and jackets, $20.95 to $24.95. These are all wool. Raincoat, zipper, and button style, $4.95 and $6.95. You might even need that raincoat this weekend. Remember, the only exclusive men's store in the whole western section of Birmingham, not just in all of 5 Points West, but in the the whole western section of Birmingham is a stag shop at 5 Points West Shopping Center. Brother Joe, didn't you say a while ago that Curly Fagan might be on his way
Yes, Duke.
on a show date or something?
He is on his way right now in his new 56 Bob Arnold Ford station wagon to Childersburg, Alabama. They got a big round and square dance in just about 3 hours and 20 minutes at the American Legion Hall, and we sure hope all the folks around Childersburg will come out and be with Curly Fagan and all the Red Hat kids tonight.
Joe, we got a lot of record reviewers listening in Childersburg.
We certainly do, Duke. We do. And you know, old Wally Horton was at Sycamore last night. That's not too far from Childersburg, Alabama.
Yeah, that rascal's a mess. You ever hear him in the afternoon?
I listen to him every afternoon here on WSGN, Duke, from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
That boy plays some good music, you know.
I guarantee he does.
So maybe old Wally's listening out there. Maybe everybody will come out to his big dance tomorrow night.
That's the VFW club out in Ensley.
Ensley.
Wally Horton. You know, the country cousin's a fast worker, writes in. This boy's bragging here, Joe. Fast worker.
Fast worker.
Wants to hear, is it true, and are you slipping through my fingers?
Who's that for Carol and Jim and Dot and Tommy and Doug and Paula and Em and her love, Arthur Coble?
Yeah.
And last but not least, Raymond and Wally. Hi,
You act like you know these folks. That's a fast worker right there.
Hey, Duke.
Yeah.
You reckon maybe Betty Hinch and Rose Noto are listening to Rumore's record rack right now?
No, you know, I bet they're passing out them records, too.
Passing out them records. You know, today being Friday, we're going to be open until 8:30 tonight, and Mimi and you and Angie and myself would like the folks just to come on in until 8:30 tonight at Rumore's record rack.
Just any kind of records you want, you'll find it. At downtown Birmingham's only exclusive record shop, you know. Goldie and Dusty, the Goldust Twins won a song for Mary Jo and for Wayne, for Shirley and David, Lucille and Tommy, for Nelda and Jimmy, for Patsy and Richard, for Mary and Jimmy, for Jimmy and for Agnes. Hope that Betty and Sherry, the GMAC girls, are listening on their way home about here now. 12 minutes after 5, is it? Here is a boy by the name of Pat Boone with the #1 song on today's record review.
I'll be home, my darling. Please wait for me. Wait for me. We'll stroll along together. Once more our love will be free at the corner drugstore. Each Saturday we would meet. I'd walk you home in the moonlight. All of these things will repeat. So, darling, as I write this letter, here's hoping you're thinking of me. My mind's made up so long until I'll be home to start serving you. I'll be home, my darling. Please wait for me. Wait for me. I'd walk you home in the moonlight. Once more our love will be free. Darling, as I write this letter, here's hoping you're thinking of me. My mind's made up so long until I'll be home to start serving you. I'll be home, my darling. Please wait for me. Wait for me. I'll walk you home in the moonlight. Once more, our love will be free.
right on it now. 5:15. Hope you're driving careful, whether you're going north, east, south, or west, toward the airport, or wherever you happen to be. Take it easy, huh? These are records, the top 6 songs, according to our Record Shop survey on Rumore's Record Review here on WSGN in Birmingham, down in Dixie, where you've never heard it so good. Thanks to these nice Record Shop folks, E.E. Forbes and Sons in Birmingham, Sears Roebuck Record Department, Leon and Arnold's, Silver's Record Department, Lubman's Record Department, Rumore's Record Rack, Griffin's Record Department out in Ensley, Pizzitt's Record Department, the Record Shop over at 5 Points South, B&B, 5 and 10 cent store, and did we leave any out? Leon and Arnold's, of course, the 10 leading record shops around Ensley, Birmingham, and Bessemer with the Record Review. Top 6 songs, of course, and then...
Arthritis sufferers, here's wonderful news. Results of tests recently completed at 2 leading arthritis clinics proved sufferers got relief from the pains of arthritis without pills, drugs, or costly treatments with new improved Omega oil. And these tests were proved effective in 93% of the cases. That's in more than 9 out of 10. Many sufferers got relief within minutes, relief that lasted as long as 8 hours. The new Omega method reduced stiffness, relieved pain in joints and muscles, increased the patient's ability to move around, resulted in sounder, peaceful sleep. So even if other treatments have failed, give wonderful new Omega oil a chance to help you, too. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose, because Omega oil guarantees results or your money back. So why go on suffering when relief costs so little? Get OMEGA, new improved Omega oil today.
Nadine, Bonnie, Joan, and Joanne wanted a song this afternoon. I'll Be Home was their special request. For Nadine and for, I believe it's Tim, for Bonnie, Johnny, Ezzy, Joan, and for Buddy. Our Love Affair requested by those folks, too. For the next few minutes, it's our pleasure, of course, every afternoon, to tell you about State Farm Automobile Insurance and Clark Williams, our personal representative, and he can be located at 563446. Real swell guy with a real wonderful line of insurance that will protect your car, the Safe Driver's Insurance. That's State Farm, your special personal representative, Clark Williams. Music by the Dick Hyman Trio. It's a theme from the Threepenny Opera called Maury Tot, something like that. The Dick Hyman Trio with Maury Tot. kind of real beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it, Joe?
Boy, I'm telling you, that's
Hey,
nice.
Joe. I wonder if maybe Mrs. James Pyle might be listening. She's one of your faithful listeners. She wakes up with you every morning on the morning watch at 5 after 6. Her husband's out at the Marine Base on Geary Avenue, and she just loves your good music.
Joe, thank you. That's nice.
I bet she and her two little youngsters, I think one is Chucky and one is Chippy.
Good. Yeah, we almost put them to sleep in the afternoon, and we wake them up in the morning, Joe. A daily listener, Sarah, Buddy, Betty, and Clinton, Pat, and Danny, Sandy, and Howard, Brenda, and James. The Great Pretender, right in. It's real swell to have Brother Joe with us this afternoon. I think he'll be on be with us until we go off, maybe, huh, Joe?
Eating time.
Right. Got to get to Salvador. Shirley Gray wants a song for herself and for David. That's David Marsh. Also for Yvonne, and also the boy she likes over at Tarrant High School. Shirley Gray wrote that. State Farm sells America's most popular, most widely bought auto insurance. There is a statement of fact. Your local personal representative, the guy that we represent right here on WSGN, is Clark Williams, your State Farm representative and a nice guy. State Farm is famous for savings passed back to policyholders. That's you. In other words, you get more protection for less money, and after all, that's all you want. And the only requirement is that you are a safe driver. Are you a safe driver? You're not the type of person that is always jiving around and getting in trouble. Maybe you jive around, but you don't get in trouble. You're still a safe driver. As long as nobody knows you jive around, it's okay. You can contact Clark Williams. Clark Williams, a State Farm representative, at 563-446. Let's feature music by K-Star. How about the number 3 song on today's record review? K-Star, Rock and Roll Waltz. Still selling just about good as it was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
One night I was late, came home from a date, slipped out of my shoes at the door. Then from the front room I heard a jump tune. I looked in, and here's what I saw. There in the night was a wonderful scene. Mom was dancing with Dad to my record machine. And while they danced, only one thing was wrong. They were trying to waltz to a rock and roll song. 1, 2, and then rock. 1, 2, and then roll. They did the rock and roll waltz. Rock 2, 3, roll 2, 3. It looks so cute to me. I love the rock and roll waltz. 1, 2, and then rock. 1, 2, and then roll. 1, 2, and then jump. It's good for your soul. It's old, but it's new. Let's do the rock and roll waltz. There in the night was a wonderful scene. Mom was dancing with Dad to my record machine. And while they danced, only one thing was wrong. They were trying to waltz to a rock and roll song. 1, 2, and then rock. 1, 2, and then roll. 1, 2, and then jump. It's good for your soul. It's old, but it's new. Let's do the rock and roll waltz.
K-Star, the number 3 song on today's record review, Rock and Roll Waltz. Your personal State Farm insurance representative, that automobile insurance man that can give you all the details, is Clark Williams, conveniently located just by phone. You call him at the State Farm office at 563446. Now, let me tell you what Clark will be doing for you if you ever have the misfortune of being in an accident. All you do is call him up. He completely takes over from then on. Make sure your car is repaired to your satisfaction. Make sure that everybody is happy. If anyone is injured, he takes care of the details that sees that they get hospitalization and other things. The State Farm insurance policy is the one for you. Make sure you contact Clark Williams at 563446. The temperature is kind of mild this afternoon. Going to be a little cooler tonight, so stand by. Judy Can and Billy Ham want a song for Joe Bates and for Edna out at 31st Street in Ensley. Those are daily listeners, and they wanted Rock and Roll Waltz, too. Hey, you remember how you felt back in 51 when President Truman dismissed General MacArthur from the command of our forces in the Far East? You were probably mighty interested and mighty eager to know the real facts then, huh? The details of what really went on behind the headlines and the press releases. Well, now at last, the polite 5-year silence is over, and all the facts are right there in this week's Life magazine, so you can study them, make up your own mind about the case. Harry Truman explains his side in his own words, and he says, and we quote, MacArthur left me no choice, unquote. And MacArthur writes his version. He says, and we quote, it was a vengeful reprisal, unquote. You'll even get more facts here than the Congressional Investigating Committee missed. It's pretty explosive reading, and it sheds a lot of light on the subject we're all curious about. So you be sure to see this week's Life magazine, the issue with Truman and MacArthur, right there on the cover. A lot more good music, well, not so much a lot more. We got a song featuring our Breakfast Club sweetheart.
Pretty this for Mom and Dad.
Oh, I guarantee you. Little Betty Johnson. And, Joe, this is one of those Bally label records. She left RCA Victor. Now she's on the Bally label with a real beautiful song called I'll Wait, Baby. I'll Wait. Real beautiful. That sweet little Betty Johnson in that I'll Wait, and we can't wait any longer because we got to move on out of here. Brother Joe, real nice having you with us here on our record review. And
Duke, it's been awfully nice being with you, too, this afternoon. By the way, why don't you come over and visit with me tomorrow morning on Roundup Time?
Hey,
you do that for that, Joe? Yeah, I've enjoyed it today. Bye-bye to you, Duke.
Have a nice weekend, everybody. We'll be seeing you. Good afternoon, everybody. All right.